What's up, YouTube? Okay, so here we go. There's a 2020 Ford Mustang. Customer's concern is no radio operation, no sound. If you actually operate the radio, it does turn on. And I've tried different sources. It does not work on any of them. Satellite radio, Bluetooth, nothing. When you adjust the volume, you can see volume go up and down. So the radio is working, but the sound is not. I've already tested this vehicle and I had no communication with the DSP, which is a digital sound processor. Digital sound processor is basically the amplifier for the speaker system. If you're having this concern, I would suggest doing a power reset. Disconnect the positive battery cable, let it sit for about 10 minutes, open a door, close the door, reconnect the cable, and retry it. In this particular vehicle, I am going to go right to the digital sound processor and basically disconnect the power to it and then reconnect it, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so it's probably best to leave the car running if you're just going to disconnect the power to the digital sound processor. Make sure the radio is off. The digital sound processor is right under this left kick panel. So driver's side left kick panel. Alright, so that is the digital sound processor. We're going to basically going to disconnect them all. I believe the one on the far right is the power source. Make sure you depress the tab and disconnect. Alright, so she's all disconnected. And go ahead and reconnect them from the left to the right. Make sure you hear them click. As you could hear, that was clicking. That one didn't click that great, but it did click. Alright, she's all reconnected. And let's give her a try here. Power. Alright. So there you go. I will tell you, on this particular vehicle, this procedure's been done once and it actually stopped working again. But it does work for a while until the processor fails, and then she's off. Anyways, something to try. It might get you by for a little while. Or, you know, I would do this, and if it works for however long it works, you're good to go. If it fails again, at that point, you can reset it, or you can eventually replace it. This is a very expensive item. I want to say this digital sound processor is about $600, maybe a little less. You could get it from a junkyard, but there is some programming. I imagine, though, if you just throw it in there, it will work. Anyways, just giving people the heads up. It is a Mustang with the audio issue, no sound. And it ended up being the digital sound processor. Also, when tested with the diagnostic tester, there's no communication with the DSP, which is the digital sound processor. Alright, YouTube, peace. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. If not, no worries. It is what it is. Have a good one. I'm just going to peel this panel back a little bit, enough to access the 10mm bracket that's holding the amplifier in. I hope you guys can see this. I am wedged in here. There is two 10mm, and then there's an 8mm up there that hold it in. And I was able to pull the panel back a little bit to access the 1 10mm right there. And it's also kind of got a little slot that holds it in. Once you pull that slot out, just kind of let it fall back towards you. Slip it around that harness and that panel. Oh shit. Oh. And there it is. Alright, I'm going to stick the new one in there. Alright, we got the new module up in place. Basically, you need to make sure that those little slots slide into the body. There's another one right there. Of course, doesn't want to cooperate. Alright, just like so. Alright, so reattach your 10mm there, your 8mm there, and the 10mm there. Be careful for those wires. And we'll bolt her down. Alright, so if I can get this somewhat in there. It's hard to one. There's two. Alright, so the first two are 10mm. And this last one is an 8mm. Trying to show you guys everything. It's kind of a tight squeeze. Alright, so she's in. Now we'll re-plug it in. Alright, another thing is you want to be careful not to pinch any wires when you're putting this in. Alright, she's all clicked in. Let's give her a test. Alright, so we're going to test the theory of will it work without programming it.
Different things. Show someone where they came from this holiday.
Alright, so it will work. I can't leave it playing
Ancestry.com.
due to copyrights, but I am still going to hook it up and perform the PMI, which is a programmable module install. But it looks like if you guys were to get one out of the junkyard and throw it in here, it will work. Alright guys, hit that like button, subscribe if you want. Have a good one. Peace.